every single day, for those of you guys that don't know, what I do is after I get my work done in the morning, after I work on like my coaching sessions and any other videos I have to get done, I like to sit down and go into a big team building session where I find some unique mon to build around for, the next video I'm going to make or the next stream that I'm going to do. And I realized I wanted to use Mightyena. It's been a while since I've used Mightyena. I really like it. I've never had a shiny one. And I found a really cool idea for what I wanted to do with Mightyena. And then I was like, I'm going to go shiny hunt Mightyena because I want one. And then I realized, I was like, wait, do I have to use Mightyena? Because I was looking at all the Poochyenas around here, and I was like, man, Poochyena looks really cool by itself. Shiny Poochyena has the same color scheme as Shiny Mightyena. It's really cool looking, and honestly, like, this one has a title. I could just shiny hunt the Poochyena and keep it as a Poochyena and just win with that. Like, I could just beat people in Reg I with this Pokemon. I am that good. So what I think I'm going to try and do today is shiny hunt a Poochyena with no shiny charm from scratch. It might take a while. And then from there, I'm going to try to build a team around the Poochyena. And then what I'm going to do is go on the ranked Reg I ladder and send people to the Shadow Realm with our little bitey boy, Poochyena. So if that sounds fun, wish me luck as I try and shiny hunt this thing. But I got a couple cool ideas for how we could use Poochyena. There's a few things Poochyena can do that no other mon really can do. That's the case for every, like, not fully evolved Pokemon. People do not spend enough time in formats to really look at what these, like, not fully evolved Pokemon can do. Do you think Kyogre could be used in high for offensive team or just balanced bulky offense? No, you could. Kyogre's like... Alright, so this might be a weird thing to hear, but Kyogre is probably, like, the second most aggressive restricted in the game. Because it has a... Everything is going to hit Kyogre for, like, half or more. Is that a shiny already? Bro! We've been doing this for, like, 3 minutes! Am I a gamer? What? Yo. Holy moly. Alright. Yo, straight gaming. What do we do against this? How do we catch it? So, the stream has been live for, like, 3 minutes. What ball should we catch this in? Can Poochyena KO itself? Just swiping. Bro, don't you do it. Don't be weird. No! Okay. All right, round two. Here we go. Round 2. All right. Gotta keep it going, bro. All right, we found another one. Here we go. Another shiny Poochyena. Another shot at redemption. You better not explode, bro. That's a good ball, too. The moon ball. Level ball. I like the level ball. I'm gonna throw it. Let's catch this guy. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. Come on. Get in the ball. Never lucky. Is he frame 1 takedown it again? Sucker punch. Oh, he's trying to get me. Not even save him first? Nah, dude. We just playing the game out here. There we go. Got it. I didn't save first last time, and it died. So we take those wins. We got the shiny Poochyena. Look at us. Absolute gamers. So we're going to build the team around Poochyena right here. We did get a shiny one. What does Poochyena realistically bring to the table, and why are we using Poochyena over something like a Mightyena? We've used a lot of not fully evolved teams before. There's a bunch of cool things that you can do with these mons. These speed tiers and these like attack stats and things like that, there's stuff that people just don't really know or have calcs for. So when they see a Poochyena, they don't know if you're fast or slow. They don't know if you're strong or weak. They don't know if you're sashed or eviolite. And so it really makes people play in very weird ways. And sometimes it makes people, if they're unsure of how to beat these things, they throw the whole kitchen sink at stuff like that at your mons. And you can just use protect and be like, okay, thanks. Like the fact that you are expressing your unknowing like matchup here really just lets us like, wrap you around our fingers a little bit more. So I think Poochyena is actually a really, really good mon. I think I'm going to be pairing this Poochyena with Solgaleo, right? I think then from there, I'm going to be adding something like a Moltres. Moltres is a mon that you don't really see featured all that often either, but I think Moltres actually fits very, very well on this team. There's another one of our viewers that subscribe every once in a while, Fargo. I did a collab with them for my singles channel recently. This is inspired by their sort of way that they like to play singles, but we'll get to that in just a sec. I think we have a couple other mons on this team. I think my other restrict that I'm going to do is make Pagos here. I think Terapagos could actually be like super good here. So I'm going to try Terapagos. And from there, we have 2 more slots And this is where I was talking about using inspiration from Fargo's team. We're going to use Okie Dokie. This is my very first time building Okie Dokie in VGC. And the last slot is going to be Smeargle, right? So we're going to try this and try and see if we can get this team to work in Reg I ranked. So hopefully we get some wins. But let's start fleshing this out. So what I like to do when I build teams, right, I like to add moves that I know I want each of these Pokemon to really utilize. And then from there, we work on some items, some EVs, save the Terra for last, stuff like that. So I'm gonna explain the core idea of this team. But before I get into that, what do you guys think? What do you guys think this team actually does? What does this team look like it does on paper? Like, if you had to say, if you were fighting against this sort of team in the team preview, what do you think is going to happen? Because what we're going to be doing is using what that is as bait and punishing it. So let me know what you guys actually think is going to happen. I'm sure someone can trade you a Palafin. I don't have one. Weakness, Policy, Solgaleo. I think that's a good guess. I think this team looks like it could definitely be Policy, Solgaleo. It's not, but yeah, crazy team preview for sure. All right, so this is going to be a Tail Room team, but more specifically, this is going to be a Trick Room team. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to be using Poochyena and Solgaleo. Solgaleo is going to have Trick Room, right? Moltres is going to have Tailwind, right? So if we want to go fast enough, we can. Like, we can get to like 112, 121 speed tiers to enable us to work in Tailwind if we have to. But realistically, we want to get Trick Room and then close people out with Poochyena. And the way that we're going to do that is if we're using a Sash set on this Poochyena, and remember, Poochyena has a base 35 HP, so it's actually very low. We can go for Endeavor Poochyena, right? And then our last two moves would be stuff like Sucker Punch, because why not be Sucker Punch? It's stabbed. It can still KO Shadow Riders. Priority if we need it. And last move here is just going to be Yawn. This is the set for Poochyena. It is a Fear Poochyena. Focus Sash, Endeavor, you know, priority. Old school. Definitely works. So, like, would you think that that's what's happening here? It's kind of hard to say. So, I think if you pair this with a Solgaleo, and you make its moveset on the Solgaleo, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Sunsteel Strike, you can get a lot of value here. This is a flowchart team. So the way this is going to work is Poochyena is going to be on the board. It can protect turn 1 or yawn turn 1, doesn't really matter. Protect turn 1, get your Trick 'em up, easy peasy, right? And then turn 2, start ripping out Endeavors to knock them all the way down to 35 base HP, and Solgaleo just like cleans house with Earthquake. Clocks your Sash, turn 2, click that Flying Terra, Endeavor something else, and just keep going. If anything wants to come in like a Shadow Rider, it'd be weird or anything like that. You're like, what would pin Solgaleo off the rip? A Shadow Rider. Turn 1, I can just leave Poochyena Solgaleo and just go Sucker Punch the Shadow Rider to still get the KO because it's stabbed Sucker Punch. So you're starting to see like we're using the fact that like they expect us to be standard or do something weird as like bait, and we're punishing it correctly. Yo, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. The first sub of the stream. Happy to have you here. Hopefully you're enjoying some Poochyena action. And yeah, I think this is like a really cool team idea, and I think anyone can come up with these things too if they just want to take the time to like try and find unique ways to make these Pokemon work. But I think this is actually very cool. I'm going to make this guy Ground Terror here, and the way that we're going to be able to make this sort of team work here, because you're probably thinking like, that's cool and all, but like, you lose to Fake Out. Incineroar says you get to go home. You ever cloaked? What do they do here? What do they do here? If I'm Solgaleo, and they want to come with Astral, we have Sucker. If they want to come in with Fake Out, we're cloaked. Trick Room's going up, right? And then from there, you can't intimidate because we have Full Metal Body. Like, it's kind of nice. All we really have to do here to guarantee that we have like good lines into things like Kyogre and other stuff like that is just add Wide Guard here, right? So we have lines into pretty much everything. Going to this Moltres, we know we want Tailwind. I don't really know what else I want on Moltres. Honestly, we just needed a Pokemon that could be a good defensive pivot for things like close combats, other sort of big physical attacks, because like weak to fighting, you know, that's what this is for. It's going to have the Flame Body, but like I don't really know what I want on here. I was thinking to like maybe find some other ways to make it work. I might put like Heat Wave. I was thinking even about putting like an Eject, not an Eject pack, but like something weird. I don't really know what I want to do with Moltres, but I just know that I want Tailwind. I'm probably not going to bring Moltres all that often. Actually, Solgaleo needed to be Dark Terra, not Ground. I don't need to double dip it. Dark Terras make sure we can't get taunted. Pagos is going to be lefties. So like a standard-esque lefties Pagos with like Protect, Calm Mind, And then from there, I'm thinking like we obviously gonna have Terra Starstorm, but a lot of people are cutting Earth Power for Flamethrower. I think I'm still gonna keep the Earth Power here. I don't think we see enough Pelipper to really force anything else, so I think Earth Power is fine. Okidogi's gonna have Assault Vest and be the Guard Dog ability, being able to get that +1 attack off Intimidates and not have to switch. So Dogi's gonna have something kind of like we're gonna have Poison Jab, I think. Poison Jab, probably like Drain Punch. Probably Knock Off. I'm wondering what other physical moves Dogi gets. If you guys have ideas, let me know. There's probably something I'm not thinking of. Gunk Shot's a good one. High Horsepower is viable. Psychic Fangs is nice. These all kind of suck. Ice Punch for Lando? Is that really worth it? Lando is big pin into this. I don't hate it. Lando is like an auto loss if they play it correctly. But we get Dig. Dig. I never sleep on Dig. Dig's great. Upper Hand. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I vibe with that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. We'll live. We'll make it work. I like Upper Hand. It's like one of my favorite moves in the game. Smeargle's set's going to be a little bit different. We're going to have an eject pack here. And we're going to be built with Moody. So we're actually just going to come in and try and go for something like a Fake Out. We just went over what it's doing. It's doing its stuff right now. We're going to have Spore here. And we're going to have Decorate. Right, so the idea here would be to lead something like Solgaleo and Smeargle, go Fake Out TR, Smeargle gets an auto pivot out thanks to its eject pack from its Moody, and you go right into the Poochyena to start going for those Endeavor Earthquake, Endeavor Rock Slide, stuff like that, and you just try and win the game in like 2 turns. Once they kill the Smeargle, you can come in with Pagos, flip on that Terra if you haven't Terra'd yet, and just close out with like a big Starstorm super effective into everything if they've Terra'd. So that's the idea, while still having Smeargle in the back to be able to come back in, Fake Out, do everything. We can wide guard if we need to next to Solgaleo. I think it's a pretty good looking team. I don't know if there's that much more we need to optimize. I'm really trying to think what we want to do here. What do we want to do here with Moltres? I think I like U-Turn. I think I like Wisp. Jealousy's actually not bad either. Just like straight Birding Jealousy. I actually will put Birding Jealousy there. That's so good into like Zenta. That's so cracked, bro. I'm trying to think though what else, because like Moltres isn't supposed, like I'm looking at something like this, like something that's like this mon is not meant to do anything else at all. You know, I'm not even gonna put Rocky on it. I think Citrus might be a better option, or even Goggles, something like that. I'm even low key thinking about U-Turn here, just throwing up a U-Turn in this slot. I don't think we need Protect particularly. Maybe Helping Hand could be good. Roar is always viable. I don't dislike Safeguard here either. Safeguard is definitely a choice that we can look at. It would just stop them from being able to spore us, because like we actually have a pretty bad matchup into like Moongus. But Moltres doesn't like stop that. Ooh, you know what I really like here? I'm gonna put Roar there. Ooh, I love that. That's like really cool looking with like that. That's a unique set for sure. This can stop TR. I can Tailwind. You can't go redirection TR with a Moongus because I can Roar through it with Goggles. Like, oh, dude, that's freaking clean. That's clutch. We avoid Fake Out. Like, that's a really, really cool way to use Moltres. That is like spicy. I love that. So those are all of our moves for the Mons. What I'm going to do now is just start showing our EVs. So Smeargle's going to be the easiest one. You could honestly probably click the button with Smeargle, and that's probably correct. You want to be as fast as possible, as bulky as possible. Okidogi gets a little bit different. We got to get to at least 112. I like to get to 113 because this could outspeed things that speed creep Shadow Rider. It's only 100 points. It's still technically slow enough to work in TR. We want to max out that HP stat, and then I'm probably just going to play to Bump, which is probably around 76 points, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Let's see, where's the Bump? Right there. So 92 right there. And like, honestly, I'm just going to throw 4 points here and the last 60 in Spadef. This is a pretty standard Oki spread. We're just dumping the rest of the points in Spadef. Pagos, I would get this to 112 because we don't have any sort of +1, -1 calcs. This is still outspeed Shadow Rider. And then from there, I don't know how heavy I want to go into special attack. I don't know how heavy I want to go into HP because it gets such a bloated HP stat. One thing we might be able to do is go for, we're in Showdown Calc right here. So we could go for Terapagos and see what our, what is that? Terapagos Stellar. Let's go to blank set for that and see what our HP is at level 50. 160 base. Like, honestly, like, I'm trying to get, where's my phone? I need to get a calculator out to divide it by 16. Oh, all right. Here we go. So the way that you find the right HP for leftovers is divide it by 16. So, like, I would probably think that, like, something, because that's too much HP. That just is. Maybe, like, a 204. And that's not divisible by 16. So let's see what 262 looks like. 262 divided by 16. No. So that's probably 256 divided by 16. Yep, 256. Awesome. So we drop that down to 256, which is 164. Oh, see, like you said 256, but I found, see, like, but I found it myself, right? I found it myself. That's the thing. Here we go. Yo, good morning, good morning. So 164 investment on Pagos is good. It's going to let us get the optimal amount of recovery. And then from there, I just like to max out this defense stat. And then, like, I'm probably still going to throw my nature in here. I'm probably going to throw, like, 36 plus nature 4 extra. And then just like that. I think that's a fine set. I don't think there's anything really wrong with it. It's going to say I can do this to save EVs. But I think that, like, since we get such a big boost to our special attack stat when we Terastalize, or sorry, yeah, when we Terra, it's just better to do it like that. So that's fine. Let's do Moltres. Moltres needs to be, I'm going to get Moltres up to 114 just to be able to outspeed the things I want to outspeed and not get speed crept correctly. I'm going to put full HP investment. I'm going to put heavy defense investment on this thing too. I'm going to put nature on it. And so we don't need to go full. Probably just need to find the bump as well. It's probably right around here. I might have to take a few points out of HP to find it. Right there. And then we can go with a 4, 4. 236 ends it right there. I love that. Easy peasy. Love that. Solgaleo. So Solgaleo is a bit of a weird one in that, like, I can probably put some points in speed. I'm going to go to 121 there to outspeed any things that would be 120 to be able to outspeed genies after +1, -1 calc. Solgaleo doesn't need a ton of points in HP either. It's probably just going to throw a bump of like 4. Honestly, something like this. Like, we have a bunch of extra points. We probably want to go nature there for sure. We want to find the best place to run Solgaleo. Maybe we put our EVs up to like here. And then just throw the rest in like Spadef. And use the fact that we have a good defensive pivot on that side. So something like that could work very well for Solgaleo. I like that a lot. Poochyena here. So Poochyena, I'm going to go max attack. I'm going to run 1 calc here. It's going to be Poochyena versus Shadow Rider. And let me know if you guys like these sort of little team building streams where we just like find really cool ways to use things, run the teams, do everything about it. Let me know if this is fun and interactive for you guys. And I'll try and do more of it. So Sucker Punch does not KO Shadow Rider if we have no investment. You see Poochyena just Sucker Punch. We're not strong enough yet. But if you put full investment and nature, Sucker Punch will KO the Shadow Rider even if they have some sort of like bulk investment. Even if they have like just a little bit of bulk, like we are still going to get that KO 109. So we want to go full attack investment on our Poochyena. But the real question is like, do we want to go 0 speed? Do we want to go speed reduce? We actually would have to look at the Poochyena that we have right now and see what its potential stats could even be before we decide what we want to do with it. Where'd you go, buddy? Here it is. So we have very good speed. So we're currently at level 57. So let's see what our exact stats are on speed to see what we can get away with. 57, and our speed stat is 66 with nature. So we're probably right there. So like 27, 28. So that means like honestly, like 0 speed, like speed reduced wouldn't be able to get us anything. We could technically, so right now this outspeeds Cali. Is it better to outspeed Cali or underspeed Cali? Because right now we outspeed Cali. I like that, so we can just stick an Endeavor into it. And then we would be able to soak the Lance and the next turn Sucker Punch. So like if we see Cali I, sorry, I'm not showing you guys the screen. This lets us outspeed Cali, right? So we can go in Endeavor, they clock. Is that better? It's hard to say. I think I'm fine being faster than Callie in every situation. Yep, I'm okay with that. So then I probably just want to be as fast as possible. So that's a 31 here with like full investment. This gets us to 87, which in Tailwind would outspeed base 100s, which I also really like. All right. So yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with like 252 there. I mean, since we're sashed, we could... I will also say we're not going to maximize our HP on this Poochyena. It says we have pretty good, so we have 116. So that's going to be... We're going to leave our HP there. Normally, you'd want 0 HP on something like this, but 16 is fine. So, like, every single time we use Endeavor, if we're at full, we knock them down to 116, which would be enough for, like, a full attack Solgaleo to get a KO with Earthquake. Even if they're a Pokemon, they're still going to go down. They're, like, really, really low. They're less than half, right? And if they do clock our Sash, like, we're gaming. So, we're not going to bottle cap, like, any of these stats either. We want them to be, if anything, we probably want, like, 0 defense. So we want, like, less defense as possible. So let's actually find out what all of our stats are. Are we max? And so, like, our stats look like this, and we're going to leave them like that. So we're going to bottle cap speed and attack, and we're just going to leave the rest as they are. All right, so let's get this done. So 56 goes down to 50. Sorry, I'm still looking. 46 goes down. Okay. So those are our stats here. And honestly, like, I just need to make him plus attack minus defense. I need to make it lonely. And I think that we're good to go. Terras look good. Oh, Okie dokie needs a Terra. What Terra does Dogi go? I don't know why ground is looking really attractive, but water seems really nice. You block, like, big Koraidons, you block Ogre, but we don't do anything with it. That's the thing, is I don't get anything out of being water. I guess I block Ursh. I'm still going to do it. I think a water Terra on this team would be very nice. And Smeargle can be probably Ghost, but, like, I'm probably never going to click it. Right, so that's the team. Let's play, like, one game and see if we can make it work. Kyogre and Moongus, oh, they know what they want. All right, so we can fake out TR, but then, like, is that ever right? I can go, like, fat EQ. I can go decorate EQ. I can go fake out Sunsteel. I wish I had a steel. I wish I had a move that would let us hit that. This is the threat. I hate this, man. We're super pinned by a Moongus. He's going for Spore. Big sad. Yeah, we need to put to sleep here, but we'll see what happens. Yep, Spore the Solgaleo. Get a free pivot out. We come up with Pagos. We're going to just try and wait it out. So we're going to take away its weather right now. Just going to chill. Yeah, that's fine. Just got to chill. Amoonguss is a big jerk in this matchup, but I think we can wait it out. Have to be asleep that turn. If they have Clearsmog too, like, that's super lame, bro. Oh god, why is that so much damage? He's orbed. Oh god, bro, can you not orb me, bro? Sheesh. Yeah, we lose. I'm trying to think of how, like, they can miss Origin Pulse, but, like, Amoonguss is too deep. Nice. Alright, so Solgaleo can wake up this turn. Solgaleo is faster than Kyogre, so, like, I can get a flinch here, and honestly, like, I can get a Starstorm. I can get what I want. If I wake up, get a flinch into something, there we go. Pivot into the Sin. Not bad, not bad. Any wake-uppers? Balloon! Never lucky 3-turn sleep. Big wake-up here, though. Perfect. Cool. so these are what we have. Smeargle is probably the right play. We're faster than Ogre. I vibe with that. Alright, so we're going to be able to fake out Starstorm into, like, Decorate. Starstorm went out. But yeah, I think we need better coverage into Amoonguss. I'm probably going to have to put Safeguard on my Solgaleo. It sucks, right? But I think that is the play. Safeguard on the Moltres. Kali-I, Amoonguss. Are you gonna Rage Powder? Because, like, I could just Spore. Yeah. Nice. Getting the Amoonguss off the board was all we needed to do there. You know, oh man, I was gonna say Poochyena 1v1s you. Pooch, let's go, dude. I'm cooking. Let's go. Yeah, Poochyena busted. Let's go. Alright, Ray Eternatus. Wow, with Screen Scrim. Let's think. How do we want to make this work? Because, like, the Poochyena can actually have a lot of value here. I think I can get away with leading Poochyena here. Is that wrong? You're going to Rattle Proc me too, which is actually really nice. So I could definitely do that. Smeargle is another, like, really solid mon here. Okie Doki's really good here too against, like, Sin. Wow, and Okie Doki's really great. I think I'm going to leave Poochyena though. I think I'm going to go Poochyena Solgaleo. I think that's fair. I will want to get up a Trick Room at some point, even against this team. I think it's fair. I don't think I necessarily need Moltres, but Moltres is also, like, really good here. Like, Moltres is still super good in this matchup. I'm just thinking, we got a lot of options. Probably just Dogi here though, right? It just should be Okie Doki. Yeah, Okie Doki seems fine. I'm thinking. I'm gonna go Smeargle instead of Okie Doki. I think Smeargle, that mid-game fake out might be a little bit valuable. That mid-game Decorate might be just a little bit nice. Mid-game Spore, you know. I'm seeing the value there. Let's go. Here we go. Poochyena Solgaleo. Off the rip. I really like Solgaleo in this meta, by the way. I think it's such an underrated mon. But let's see what Juan has in store for us. That's a +1. Alright. Grim and Melodic. Cool. I doubt they haven't Sin. They're probably, like, at least Eternatus. It's probably Eternatus Real and no Ray. Ray's not really that great in this matchup. So, like, I could Trick Room here. Am I gonna get Marvel Scaled, bro? I'm gonna Yawn this Melodic and just Sunsteel Strike this Grim. I don't need a Trick Room yet. I don't think it's required. If you would like to go for a Scald into my Solgaleo, be my guest, be my guest. Eat this Yawn. Protect. Okay. Dude's scared of Poochyena. I see you, baby. Reflect? Nice Reflect. I don't know if Solgaleo still Okos. It is super effective. They probably aren't, but Berry. We're a full attack investment. I would love to just get this thing off the board. Love it. Boom. Huh? It's completely fine that it's still there. Yawn is obviously not going to work. Alright, so let's think about how we're going to do this. It is Marble Scale. Oh my gosh, it's Marble Scale. How am I going to break that? Decorate. I mean, honestly, the best way to break that would be... Is it time to do this? Is this actually the play? Oh, I'm cooking. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna do it. Okay. So Earthquake's gonna go first, and then Endeavor's gonna get him low, and then I'm just gonna Tropios and fold him. Yeah, let's go. Widescreen? I mean, screens are a problem, but I'm doing my best. Alright, EQ. Get that Poochyena down to 1. Alright, Poochyena, mess him up, mess him up. Scald, don't care, don't care, don't care. I mean, it sucks if I get burned, but don't care. Let's go, dude! Take out from burn, bro! Where are you looking? Oh my gosh! Oh, dude, Poochyena kind of busted. Oh my gosh, Eternatus is right here. Okay. I need a Trick Room, but then, like, at the same time, if I Trick Room, the Grim should underspeed our Solgaleo, so, like, I'd have to go Detect. I mean, I think the right play here is something as simple as, like, Protect, EQ. I don't really see a problem with that. And then we see what their last mon is, and then figure things out, you know, as we can. Thunderwave. Okay. Damn, I should have Trick Room there because I want to underspend the Grim now. That's fine. Maybe I'll get fully paralyzed and Grim will stay up, but we'll see. They're definitely respecting Poochyena, dude. They're like, no, 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 and I'm like, no, no, no. EQ, so Grim is now gone. And I want to see what kind of Eternatus is. Hopefully it's not Policy. Hopefully I didn't give him a Policy proc or something. It's good damage. Alright, it's probably Black Sludge or lefties, right? And I'm assuming Real is last mon, but it could still be Ray. Which is it, Black Sludge or lefties? Lefties, cool. Lefties is the right play. Black Sludge would only be if they like were double dipping Poison Terra and they were using their lefties somewhere else. It is Ray, cool. That's fine. So they can E-speed my Poochyena. Do I care? I like kinda care. I like half care. The right play here is to double protect and try and TR. That is the correct play. And we get it, dude. We're cooking. We're gaming out here. Oh my gosh, dude. Poochyena popping off. Sludge Bomb? Yeah, dude. Not letting you have it, bro. What is this? Are you SDing with this Ray? Dragon Cheer. Oh, that's clutch. I wonder if they even have E-Speed. That's actually really cool. I wonder if he's... That's just crazy. Can I not be proud? Yo, we're gaming! Okay, okay. Alright, alright. Time to mess them up, bro. You guys ready to mess these guys up? 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Eternatus, baby! I bet you Eternatus has Protect, so I think the right play might be to go, like... I'm gonna do this, but at the same time, I'm gonna Rock Slide, just in case like we get a flinch or something. I wish I had a Ghost Terra to be able to block E-Speed, but I don't. I'm Flying Terra on this Poochyena. E-Speed, I can't stop it, right? So I think it sucks, but it is what it is. Poochyena did its best. It did its best, bro. We got a double protect. It's Orb Ray. Wow. And of course, we're paralyzed, never lucky. And who's coming in here? Or what move? Cosmic Power. Okay. Cosmic Power, Dragon Cheer, Sludge Bomb. I don't know if they can actually hit this Solgaleo. If there were only other movies like a Dragon move, like I think we're low-key fine. They have a lot of screens going up right now here too, so like that's kind of problematic. Okay. I could come in here and go Fake Out. Doesn't really get me that much. I might as well just come in with a Terabagos, right? Yeah. Terabagos is probably strong enough to start chunking Ray. I really wish I hit that Rock Slide last turn. I'm going to Protect for 1 turn and just Sunsteel Strike the Ray. I want to get the Ray off the board, so like Eternatus has to play like a 1v3. And then like we can always Sleep Powder or Spore it with a Smeargle. There's a bunch of other things we can do here. So we're just kind of chilling. If you take out the Solgaleo over the next couple turns, like that's completely fine. Sunsteel Strike does go off. Rayquaza! Big damage, single target, full attack. Power Reflex, kind of nice. Draco, no TY. Nope. So you have Draco, Dragon Cheer to go for the crits, 50% chance crit, but like, oh, it's the Draco's from the Ray. Huh. It's probably just E-Speed for like, it's like mixed. Cool set though. Okay. I'm really like afraid of the crits from the Eternatus. Alright, we're gonna try and go like Starstorm. I need to get the Ray off the board like this turn. It's not like a question of if I'd like to do these things anymore. Ray has to go away. It sucks that I'm not able to like utilize my shield here, but like I gotta get the Ray on the off the board. I gotta start doing some damage to Eternatus. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Alright, cool. I really needed to not get parried that turn. That was really important. So Sunsteel Strike goes off here. Didn't want to miss a Rock Slide either. Nice. Terra Starstorm finishes Ray off. It's going to chunk the Eternatus. We're going to soak a soak something from the Eternatus, I'm sure. I just wonder if they can even hit Solgaleo. We've seen Cosmic Power. We've seen Sludge Bomb. Probably like Recover. You know, I wonder if they have Flamethrower. Right? It's kind of hard to say. I mean, I could Calm Minds myself here. Last turn, TR. Honestly, it's just a better play. Rock Slide, get a 30% chance flinch. Like, this is never doing any significant damage, so I'll just Rock Slide. And there's no reason to swap in Smeargle because we have Moody. Oh, never lucky. We have Moody, so we'll just proc us right back out. Now, let's see how much damage this potential crit Sludge Bomb does to our Pagos. It could do a lot. Cosmic Power again. I wonder what they think that they have. I really wish I had a Poochyena right now. That had 1 HP and could go for Endeavor. It'd be really nice. Reflect is gone. Dimensions return normal. I should go Protect and re-TR. I should always get the TRs up. Like, my whole team's just slower than theirs for the rest of the game, so I should just be trying to play TR. Force them to eventually take out the Solgaleo, bring out Smeargle, go for Fake Out Spore, stuff like that. Like, that's just the play. I just don't really know what moves they actually have to break Solgaleo. They might not have anything, honestly. And it sucks they're getting all these Cosmic Power boosts, but, like, I do have Earth Power on my Pagos. Like, I think we can low-key outvalue this Mon. It's just going to take a while. There's the widescreen gone, so I can actually start doing damage now. We're going to Calm Mind here. I want to see how much damage. Like, a crit Sunsteel Strike would be nice. I just want to see how much damage it does anyways. It's probably not doing anything significant at all. Yeah, that's basically, like, leftovers recovery. Yeah, let's see. What is their move that they have? Like, what's the last move? I know they have Sludge Bomb, but, like, what is the last move that they have? Sludge Bomb's here. Oh, that's a crit. It's only 50% because we know they don't have, like, an auto crit. So it's just a 50% chance since they use the other thing here. Damn, what do I actually do in this situation? I'm assuming they can't Solgaleo. Like, that's our win con. Like, let's be honest and talk about it like how it really is. I guess I could try and crit here. Yeah, let's just play it up. Flinch chance, let's go. 30%. EP baby. Crit KOs. That's a lot. That's a very significant Cosmic Power again. Yeah, I think we're gaming here. That's so much damage. Dude, Pagos is a beast. And we're out of range of another crit Sludge Bomb. I wish I could get Smeargle on board, but I just can't. There's no way to really get it on deck here. If they want to use Protect, they can. They have pressure, obviously, but let's see. Oh, no Protects. We're gaming. Let's see it. EP baby! This is doing so much through those Cosmic Powers. That's just raw. That's so much. You got Recover? Flinch, that's game. Oh, we did it. Oh! Solgaleo kind of busted. Solgaleo kind of nice, I'm saying. This guy's like, I can't believe I lost to the guy with Poochyena. Bro, I popped that Melodic. You cannot say that I did not pop that Melodic. Holy moly. Turns on TR at 1. If you got Protect, use it. But, like, what you got? Show me what you got. Sunsteel Strike. Oh, we got it. Oh, yes, dude. Solgaleo, Terapagos, Poochyena. I didn't even need Smeargle. Yeah, I didn't even need Terapagos. Solgaleo has us in the bag. So we take those wins all the way to the bank. And, yeah, we're going to go and do another game and get even more Poochyena action. Wish me luck. Here we go. Shadow Rider Zenta. Okay, versus Poochyena, though. Okay, I can definitely trick him this. I would go Poochyena, Solgaleo, Terapagos. I'm looking at Okidogi here for this last spot. Okidogi's okay. Smeargle's probably the better option. We have Wide Guard for Shadow Rider if they pop off. I just think that, like, Smeargle is, like... really hard to use in case like Torn Ursh get going. That's why I really liked the Okidogi, but like Okidogi's not that great into, I mean, it's okay into Zenta, I guess. Like Drain Punch is usable. Actually, Okidogi. I'm gonna bring Okidogi here. So Poochyena, Solgaleo, Terapagos, and Dogdees. Okidogi is probably really good into Ogerpon. So let's try those. No Moltres. Moltres not required. Moltres is probably really, really good into Zenta. I just don't think I need it. It's probably cracked into Zenta, but I don't think we're going to need it. Let's see. I wonder if they're going to lead Zenta, because like, we do have Pagos after all. Indeedee and Ursh. What is this? Reg E? Are they going to pop my Poochyena, bro? Don't do that. Stop it. Get some help, bro. Let's see. It's a weird lead. So I can't Sucker Punch Shadow Rider right now. I think that's one thing that's really important. You can't Sucker Punch the Shadow Rider. That Indeedee has used Seeds. I think you just pivot in Dogi and TR. I think that's just the play. Poochyena doesn't need to stay on the board for this. Like, we can just chill. Poochyena is a decent pivot into Astral, too, I think. So, it'll live like one Astral. Follow me. I'm not letting you have that one. And then I'm just going to double into the Indeedee. Let's see who they're Aqua Jetting. Or, sorry, Surging Strikes. Yep, there it is. Awesome. It's the right play. There's no reason to just give them the Poochyena. They're literally acting out of so much fear for Poochyena right now. Look how afraid they are. They're literally trembling. It's hilarious. So Trick Room's up. And we should be able to underspeed these guys and go ham. I don't think we underspeed the Indeedee, honestly, but like at the same time, like I'm fine with that. Okidogi's big, weak to Psychic, but I don't think they have it. I think they have T-Gleam or like Alluring Voice is pretty common. So we're just gonna rip this, get the Indeedee off board. We underspeed there. Be nice if Solgaleo could pick up this KO, honestly. This should put my Okidogi out of range from the second strike. Oh, we do underspeed the Indeedee with Solgaleo. That's actually kind of clutch, dude. That's kind of nice. Shout out to my EV training, right? Oh, that's so good. Yeah, this Solgaleo is like, it has a little bit of speed. It goes up to 121, so that Indeedee actually has speed investment. That's kind of crazy. Surging Strikes does not KO the Dogi again. They can't Aqua Jet. We still got Poochyena and Pagos, and like, honestly, that Indeedee was a little bit of a problem. So like, this is great. If you send out something like Shadow Rider here, I can just go for knockoff. Zenta's a good mon. I'm just trying to wait out turns on the Psychic terrain, honestly. If I'm being honest, that's the whole plan here. I guess the right play is probably like this. I'm thinking. Dogi's Terra is water as well. I could have been Water Terra this whole time. Water am I doing? You definitely go after Ursh here. I think I just nuke Ursh. Yeah. There's no reason to go after Zenta. Like you just double into the Ursh because it's probably Scarfed anyways. But like most damage that I can possibly do here. Poison would be nice, but it's okay. We're going to lose Dogi, and then we're going to be able to come in with Poochyena and go for Endeavor EQ. Crit there is actually kind of nice. Yo, this actually is starting to slap. We're gonna pop off with Poochyena, dude. This is gonna be nuts. I wonder if EQ does take out Zenta after. This is gonna be such a hard line to find, but I'm vibing. I could also just stick a Yawn into the Zenta, and that would actually be really good. I can just go Yawn into Zenta, and then like a Protect, re-TR. I really like that, actually. You Yawn here, you Sunsteel Strike here. Super vibe with that. Yawn is cracked. Poochyena busted. Don't need to just raw Endeavor. Because like, I assume they're going to be body pressing. This should KO Ursh. I know it's resisted, but like I'm full attack. And so they're gonna body press clock my Sash, and then I'm gonna get the big Endeavor. And I'm gonna flip the Flying Terror onto. Oh, they're body pressing there. That's fine. I mean, it's a good play. They didn't take the bait on Poochyena. Here's the Cali. So Zenta's a little sad right now. Speaking of a little sad, my Poochyena's a little bit sad right now. Alright, last turn TR. I think we just protect here. I mean, I could honestly chuck a Yawn into that Calyrex and not be mad about that. I could protect here. This is the terrain. Terrain turns are last turn terrain. I'm going to protect the Poochyena. And I think I'm going to... I think I'm just going to Earthquake. I could also just pivot in Terapagos. Yeah, it's fine. There's zero reason to just give them my Solgaleo, right? To like an Astral or something weird. I can't Sucker Punch yet, right? Because there's still terrain on the board. The Zenta isn't going to be protecting, but like, I think that they're going to be respectful of Poochyena. I think they're protecting Shadow Rider. And they're going to be body pressing the Poochyena with the Zenta. That's what I would assume. And you could hit the Pagos, like I don't care. There's a Protect there. That's what we wanted to see. Zenta's going to be big nap time. Body press and a Poochyena. Oh, you ever seen anyone this good? Oh, they hit the all right, they hit the right play. They hit the right play. Never lucky, but it's okay. We're fine. I flexed too early. Okay, Poochyena, time to pop off. Zenta is big nap time. Massive nap time ensuing here. I wonder if that's going to be Sash on that Shadow Rider. Like, we have the tech to beat it. Sucker Punch is massive here from Poochyena. And they shouldn't play a long game because I can literally just protect Pagos and Yawn. And they see that. So I'm going to Sucker Punch here. And I'm going to Terra, big Star Storm, pop it out. We should be able to get a dub. But let's see. I want a one-shot away from Shadow Rider. I would love that. And if, like I said, if you play passive, like, you just get Yawn cycled by Poochyena. Remember, you can't go for Wide Guard because you have to be asleep this turn. Sucker Punch? Oh, yes. Oh, he's Sash. Sash is good. Let's see if they have Psy Shock. I don't think that breaks Pagos, honestly. Expanding Force? Yeah, not going to do it. It's the right play, though. And we get to pop the Shadow Rider. And then next turn, I'm going to get the Endeavor, bro. Nice. Love that for us. So Poochyena is still slower than Zenta here. So I'm trying to think, what's the right way to do this? What's the right way to get this done? Because I want to get the Endeavor off. Like, I actually really, really want it. I'm trying to think. There has to be a better, like a more concrete way to get this up. Because dropping them to 103 isn't, like, amazing. I got it. I got the line. Yeah. This is going to potentially work out badly for me. No one turn sleeps. No! We lose. Damn it. That's probably game. I think we lose, actually. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we lose. That sucks. I tried to flex too hard. I could have protected and Yawn cycled. I think I'm going to have to re-Yawn this thing. But, like, Solgaleo can't honestly protect itself. Like, I can't do any damage into this thing. They just come in with Body Press and win. Oh, no. I'm so sad. One turn sleep, never lucky. And I honestly think if you Yawn something, they should have to be asleep for, like, multiple turns. All right, what is the line here? You know I have Yawn. The right play is honestly, like... I could never break it with Poochyena. So you're going to hit Solgaleo, but like, what if you hit Poochyena? If you hit Poochyena, I can go Yawn here. Yawn's never going to help me. Yeah, I have to actually go Endeavor there and Trick Room here, and that's the line. And you have to hit Poochyena this turn. Actually, I think I just win. I think if I actually just click Endeavor, I will always win. For some reason, I'm like forgetting that like I'm cracked. Like I'm just gonna keep endeavoring. I'm gonna keep on endeavoring. You're gonna have to hit me. I'm eventually gonna get that Sucker Punch pin, and then I'm eventually gonna get Yawn into that too. So like I can just endeavor here, and you can't play like a 50-50 protect game forever. Like here's the Sash, clock it, Endeavor. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine. You gotta make it a singles game. Like Endeavor, like just Sucker Punch, pin it out. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're going to protect for like 8 turns? I have Yawn. So like I just got to win one of these. I think I'm going to use like all 7, bro. Protect. Bro, I'm here all week. I'm here all week. What are you going to do? How many protects you got, buddy? Don't get Yawned either. I will eventually be able to like. So another thing is like this also just KOs. I think when I think Endeavor does. No, I'm thinking of Super Fang. Super Fang would KO, but like I'm down. I'm gaming here, bro. He's trying to PP out my sucker punches here. We actually have to like play this correctly because like I realize actually I can't hit him if he does do that. Let's just do this for one turn. Let's try and weave in, save some of this PP. Okay, so they're gonna wide guard spam. Is there any way that I ever win here? We have to catch the, because eventually they have to hit me too. That's like I think the thing that's really, really important here. They're gonna go through all of their wide guards, and we're also both at 1. I wonder if we take this game to time, who wins? Because like as long as I still have Sucker Punch PP, I can win. This is a dicey game. I want to see if they start getting a little bit risky. Okay, I'm gonna yawn here. Alright, so there's a weird situation here where I can try and cheese this if they want to go for an attack right here thinking I'm going to protect. But then why would they body press there if I was going to protect? I think I can win? I know this sounds so weird because like This is such a weird position. I'll use a Sucker Punch here. That's fine. Okay. So they have to be asleep. Endeavor, I don't think will ever do more damage. I don't think it'll ever do the 1 damage. We'll just drop them to 1. So we just drop that. Okay. How do we win? This is such a weird game. We don't know what they're clicking either. They could be clicking body press here. Actually, that's a wide guard or a protect because we're using protector. So actually, we do know what they're using there. And it's going to fail, so it means it'll be up this turn. There's a wake up. That's 2 1-turn sleeps that I've gotten into the Senta. 2 1-turn sleep, never lucky. I really want to Sucker Punch here. There's zero reason to ever... Now let's do it. Cool. Yep, I vibe with this. I think I have to try and time them. I honestly think I have to try and time them, and I don't know if... I might win, or it might be a draw. If it goes to, like... Yeah, this is such a weird game. They still have a ton of timer on their side, too. Okay, they're actually... Oh, were they body pressing that turn? A wide guard. Okay. I wonder too, like, if struggle were to happen. Like, I don't know if I do the damage or take the damage first. I think I deal the damage. So I think that's another part of this game that's a little bit weird. What a weird game, right? Holy moly. Okay, that means that they're not clicking protect if that goes first. So they're probably clicking wide guard or something. It's been a while since I used a Sucker Punch. I'm whooping out here. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Get out of here, bro! Come on! Get Poochyena. Yo, the mind games. The mind games are out here. The mind games are out here. Body! Rage quit? Yeah, I bet. I bet you rage quit. I bet you're terrible at this game. Wins up. Take these wins all the way to the bank. Get out of here. Poochyena absolutely busted. Busted. Oh, let's go. Yeah, we take those all the way to the bank, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this sort of video where we did things a little bit differently, please think about letting me know. Remember, we decided what we wanted to catch. we shiny hunted it. We accidentally KO'd a shiny before we found the actual one that we wanted to use. Then we went into Showdown. We built the whole team from scratch. I went off stream and then, you know, built the team because like I needed to EV train a bunch of these Pokemon. But, you know, we came back, we played some games, we used Poochyena, and we absolutely sent some people. Like that last guy, he's done playing Monster today. He got sent to the Shadow Realm, one-way ticket. And if you guys like this sort of content, and you have suggestions for some Pokemon you might want to see me shiny hunt and use in videos just like this one in the future, please think about letting me know. Please think about dropping a sub, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.